Hey guys, this video is going to be a short and simple one. Just want to let you guys know why I love water, why I think it's extremely underrated, and basically I want to give you my reasoning behind all this. Um, so I love water. Some may call me an aquaphile because I love water. I would marry water, then get a divorce just so I can marry it again, basically. Um, So although water is very simple in its core, it's basically two hydrogen atoms combined with one atom of oxygen, right? Well, yes, but it is also very important, physically and philosophically. So first of all, humans, as we know it, are made of 70% water, as the Earth is. Um, so basically, if you don't like water, you don't like humans, then you are a threat to us. Not only it comes from the ocean and from humans. Um, if you're thirsty, you don't have to, you know, get it from humans. There are many varieties of water. They all have a unique taste. Fiji is very rich water compared to Dasani or Aquafina, which is basically rat poison. So every water is good except those two. Shame on you, Coca-Cola and Pepsi. But beyond that, water is basically in everything. You can find water in juice. You can find water in water, you know, milk. I bet that has a little bit of water. Gum, probably your sheets of paper. Water is in everything. If water didn't exist, nothing would exist, basically. A little bit more on that later, when we mention Thales. Furthermore, water is a great source of, you know, life essence that keeps you alive. It is 0 calories, so it will not make you fat. And plus, the things you can do in water, for example, swimming, that burns a lot of calories. So if you just drink water and swim, basically you will lose 1,000,000 calories in a day because you consume none and you burn a lot. Consuming this water, another reason why I love it is that it detoxifies. So if I drink the Dasani water and then flush it out with, even tap water, it'll get rid of all the toxic fluids that I just put into my body. Again, water, very simple but very complicated. Not only can it bring you life, but it can kill someone in one of the most interesting ways. If you haven't noticed, I'm talking about waterboarding. It's a horrible way to die, but probably very fun to watch. Plus, some say that water boosts performance in everything. So, when people say stuff like, oh, I haven't lasted in bed for more than 5 seconds in over 5 years. Well, I haven't lasted more than 5 seconds in bed. So basically, if I drink more water, which is what I'm hoping for, I will maybe finally please the special someone. Speaking about performance, there's a reason why water is actually referred to a lot by, for example, Bruce Lee in his quotes, or even in some philosophers' texts like the Tao Te Ching text. There's a quote, a famous one, which is, "Nothing is weaker than water, but when it attacks something hard or resistant, then nothing withstands it, and nothing will alter its way." Basically, water is the ultimate being. Water is weak and both strong. It is fast, but still. It molds to whatever situation it's in, and it always takes the path of least resistance. Water is smart, water is strong, water is weak and fast. Water is the supreme collection of atoms in the world. Water is the world's principle, or its arche, according to Thales. Thales was particularly interested in water. One of his ideas that Thales is best known for in his philosophy about the importance of water is that he believed that it was the the foundation of everything that is permanent, which is why he also propounded that the earth floats on water. Water has always been the basis of everything we know, and even if it has been proven to not be true, uh, philosophers has always been interested in the nature of water and why we have been blessed by the gods with this greatness. Another Chinese
philosopher,
named Lao Tzu, which comes from 500 BC, in his text, again, as mentioned before, Tao Te Ching, he actually has a poem. Let me read it to you. The supreme goddess is like water. It benefits all things without contention. In dwelling, it stays grounded. In being, it flows to depths. In expression, it is honest. In confrontation, it stays gentle. In governance, it does not control. In action, it aligns to timing. It is content with its nature and therefore cannot be faulted. Now, this poem about water really brings to life its importance and actually makes us reflect on life. In this context, water personifies humility. It stays low in the river, yet it is a life-giving force. Water is also presents harmony. It does not fight against its surroundings, it works with them to find a course. Finally, water is another sign of openness. Water is open to change. It can become gas, liquid, solid. It adapts and alters its form accordingly to its surroundings. So basically, this poem basically mentions that we should try to be as much as possible like water, which is why humans are made of 70% water. If we could reach that 100% water, we will be perfect. We will be satisfied and happy. If we drink water, if we are made of 70% water and you weigh 100 pounds, if you drink 30 pounds of water, you will reach 100% water, which will bring you, if not kill you, a lot of satisfaction and a feeling of well-being, which is, according to Épicure, another philosopher, it is what leads to absolute happiness. Being hydrated brings a stable pleasure, which mixed with movement, pleasure permits to reach autarcy, which is a feeling of self-sustainability, and is a mix in between apnea and ataraxy, which is an absence of the body suffering and of the soul's suffering. So, in this case, drinking water will answer your movement pleasure and your stable pleasure, giving you apnea and ataraxy, which brings you to Epicure and the solution to being happy. According to him, it is the, the solution to absolute happiness. And by that, I conclude this video saying that water is the answer to happiness. That's it. All the sources will be listed in this video's description, and I'd like to mention that this video has been unofficially sponsored by Epic Games. Thank you very much. Go download Fortnite. It's an absolutely amazing game, and thank you. Also, we reached 20 subscribers. Video coming soon.